Hi everybody, today I'm going to teach you how to use a 3D layered mandala design in order to create a seasonal sign for your home. The supplies you're going to need for this project is a wood sign of your choosing. It can be a long sign or a vertical sign. You'll need some wood letters. You'll also need a 3D layered mandala. I have instructions for mandalas below. You're also going to need some Velcro dots and Gorilla Glue to adhere your letters to your sign. Before you watch this tutorial, please like this video. It helps me out more than you know. And if you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of my new content or the freebies that I love to share with my community. Alright, so I'm going to show you an easy way to create a beautiful sign as a piece of decoration for your home. And what makes this unique is I am going to be using some of my mandala designs to replace where the O would go here in the home sign, and each of the mandalas are going to be seasonal. So you can change this out for each holiday. You could change it out for just certain seasons like summer, spring, and fall. So totally customizable to the season and your particular style of your home. I purchased this sign at my local craft store. Check out places like Joann's, Hobby Lobby, and Michael's. They even sell these online, so if you can't find them at your local craft store, be sure to check online. I went with a long wood sign here. You could of course do a wide one if you prefer, and turn it, landscape as opposed to long ways. So this is what I'm doing for mine. And I want to give you a little hack here. If you can't find a sign that has the color back that you want to it, check out some wood textured contact paper, because I didn't want to have white letters on a white background and I figured that would look a little bit washed out. So I actually found some contact paper that was wood grain, and I put that in the back here to add some contrast, and it looks nice with the tones in my home. So that's a little extra tip for you. I'm going to link the contact paper I used if you like that idea. Be sure to visit those links below this video description. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that my letters are placed as I would want them. It's a good idea to measure just to make sure you don't have anything too lopsided and it's fairly equally spaced. So I'm going to start at the top here. This one's about 2 inches down from the top. And I'm going to check to see that the E is also going to be about 2 inches down from the top. It's a little bit wider than that. There we go. And then I want to bring the M down to where it's going to be about 2 inches as well. Okay, so now I have my letters placed where I want them to go. I'm going to get that off of there for a minute. You can use hot glue for this next step or Gorilla Glue. I'm going to use Gorilla Glue because Gorilla Glue just really sets up well. It's almost like a resin glue without being resin technically. And I'm going to add just a little bit of that and set them down. And you might want to mark where your letters were touching just to make sure that you don't lose that spot when you flip it over. Alright, so I am going to start with the E down here, and I'm going to flip this over. Gorilla Glue is really strong. I used it a couple of other times with some crafts. I did it for one of my floating teacup tutorials, whereas a lot of other people were trying to use hot glue, and the hot glue would peel right off of the porcelain. But Gorilla Glue held really well. So always give Gorilla Glue a try if hot glue is not working for you. And it just takes about an hour to set up, and then it fully cures within 24 hours. Alright, there is that first one. Move on to my M here. And the nice part with Gorilla Glue too is you don't have to go completely crazy with it. Notice I'm not completely covering the back, I'm just adding a single line of the glue, and it will definitely still hold really well. I'm looking at my little marks on my board here that I made with my pencil to make sure that I'm lining things up. Okay. And our H as well. All right, so that's looking good. So all you need to do now, if you decide to use Gorilla Glue and not hot glue, you're gonna wanna probably just let this set for like maybe 30 minutes to an hour so that the letters won't slide around on you in case you go to pick the sign up. But that is literally how simple this is. And then what we're gonna do is for the O, I have a collection of mandalas that are seasonal, and I'm going to be changing these out for each season or holiday as I see fit throughout the year to keep it sort of relative to the season in my house decor. And to make this easy to change this out, we're going to use Velcro on the back of our mandalas here and some Velcro here as well. I've experimented with using some of like the tacky, like the white tack stuff that you used to use in like classrooms when you were a kid, you know? And sometimes that works if you don't have a very heavy mandala. I would recommend just going with the Velcro, and I'm going to show you how I do that next. So I am using some simple Velcro circle fasteners here. I got these at my local craft store. Amazon sells them. Just check around for your local craft store and stuff like that. I'm going to give you my resource link online that I've used also below this video, so if you want to know exactly what I'm using here, I will give that to you as well. So it's quite simple. These are already sticky on the back, conveniently. If yours aren't sticky, then just add a little dot of glue and that's fine as well. So even if you don't have sticky, that's perfectly fine. So what I like to do is mandalas aren't really heavy, so you don't have to put a lot of like support. But I use 3 of these. So I'm going to place 3 of those Velcro pieces there. And then I'm going to also place these 3 in order to make sure that they line up. I'm going to grab my 3 and I'm going to actually place the Velcro together, leaving the sticky side up. There we go. And then I'm going to place this as I see fit. There we go. All right. And then when you're ready to change it, gently lift, and then you can place another one back on. Super, super, super easy and very, a very cute way to change the decor out in your home in like a split second without having to do a lot of work. You can just create these different mandalas and change them out all the time. So I'm going to show you what it looks like if you want to do, I have lots of mandalas on my blog, and I have some going up in the shop as well. And I'm even going to be releasing a book on them soon called Mandala Magic. So let's say maybe I would use this for an early fall or late summer perhaps. And then maybe as we go into a more traditional fall time, maybe in like late August, early September, I would maybe switch to a fall leaf. I have not put my Velcro on here, but you would just put it on the same way. And you could switch it to a fall leaf. And then let's say as we get closer to say Thanksgiving, we want to put a pumpkin on there, so you could add and change out your pumpkin decoration that way as well. And then maybe as we get towards Christmas, we want to do a poinsettia for where the O would go. And as we go into January, when it gets really cold in some states, not here in Florida of course, but in some states and you guys experience your most snow, which is January and February, you could add a snowflake for the home as well. So a really quick and easy way to add some beautiful decor to your home. I would love to know your thoughts on this tutorial. Leave me a comment below, and also be sure to grab these mandalas on my blog, and I cannot wait to see how yours turns out. So also visit my Facebook group, which I will link for you below as well. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I can't wait to see how yours turned out.